Welcome to the GBF kitchen. Us Brits love our tea and biscuits, and there are so many delicious options on the market right now. And I'm here to share my absolute favourite biscuits, which are award-winning from the Great British Food Awards and the most delicious hot drinks to pair them with. So first up, we're starting with Tiptree Patisserie's Lavender Shortbread. This is an incredible product. It won gold in the Great British Food Awards 2024. It was judged by Eric Lannard, who said that they were really beautiful, buttery, understated lavender flavour, which, as we all know, lavender can sometimes be really overpowering, overly floral, but these are perfectly balanced. I can't wait to get stuck in, so let's go for it. Lovely and crumbly, not too thick, not too thin. I will have a cup of tea to dunk this in a minute, but in the meantime, I just can't wait. That's so buttery, so crumbly, absolutely amazing, not overpowering. And as Eric said, the fact that they're using real lavender in these biscuits rather than extract or essence means that you get really pure lavender flavour. Really delicious and beautiful to look at too, with the lavender buds kind of popping throughout. So the kettle's just boiled, and I am pairing these lavender shortbreads with a really classic traditional Earl Grey. It's a perfect partner because the lemony bergamot of the Earl Grey pairs so beautifully with the floral notes of the lavender. So here we go. In a traditional teacup, of course. Now, I like my Earl Grey with a bit of milk, but you can pair it with a slice of lemon and it's really delicious and refreshing. So a bit of milk in there. So it's time to dunk. Very excited about this. So with shortbread, you have to be very, very careful. You don't want to dunk it for too long if the texture is really crumbly, because it will all just fall apart into the tea and you won't get any to chew. So I'm going to go for it. I'd say 1, 2, 3 should do it. That is so, so delicious. The citrusy bergamot of the Earl Grey pairs so beautifully with the floral lavender. The butteriness is also brought out of the biscuit as well. The texture is softened a bit, but it still holds its shape. Absolutely gorgeous. Actually, it really reminds me of a homemade biscuit because the flavours are just so pure. You can tell it's all really good quality. There's no synthetic flavours, no artificial flavours in there. And that's what's really brilliant about Tiptree Patisserie, because everything they make is handmade and they really, really know what they're doing. They're absolutely delicious. So there we have it. Tiptree Patisserie Lavender Shortbread with a classic Earl Grey, an absolutely delicious traditional pairing, which is so, so gorgeous on a sunny day in the garden. And next up, we have the lemon shortbread from New Forest. These guys are a really brilliant small-scale bakery based in the New Forest National Park. It's run by Tracy Few, who's been running the company for about 50 years. So it's a really, really traditional buttery shortbread that I can't wait to get stuck into. So just to look at it, it's really almost homemade looking, nice and chunky, and we're going to see how it snaps. Amazing. So it's really crumbly. That means there's a really high butter content. So we're going to go in. Really, really delicious. Really, really melts in the mouth, and you can tell that she's been using brilliant quality, real ingredients. There's no essences or extracts or anything artificial there. Really delicious, really zesty and buttery, and just a gorgeous texture. Really nice. So lemon and berries are an absolutely delicious, really summery, zesty pairing. So I am partnering these lemon shortbread biscuits with a berry tea. The reason why that's so delicious is they kind of ramp up each other's flavour. Really, really punchy flavour, which means that you want a tea which isn't wishy-washy. So many fruit teas can be. You want one with a real, real punch of flavour to stand up to the lemony shortbread. So I will go ahead and make the tea. So, super simple, no milk of course. Just pour the water into the mug and we're good to go. And now, it might be a bit controversial, but I'm going to try dunking. I know it's not the traditional thing to do. I know you don't, as a rule, dunk into herbal teas, but I've been leaving this to steep for a good 5 minutes, so hopefully the flavour will have infused. So we'll give it a go. Okay. That actually works really, really well. Maybe not quite as cosy and comforting as if you were dunking into a really milky traditional cup of black tea, but the flavours work so well together. As I say, they kind of complement each other, amplify each other's flavours. The berry with the lemon, they're both reasonably subtle, but both sing really beautifully together. Absolutely gorgeous pairing. And next up we have the peanut butter cookies from Sweet FA. This is a really delicious biscuit. It's free from wheat, it's free from gluten, it's vegan, so it's suitable for pretty much anyone to enjoy. Obviously people with nut allergies won't be able to enjoy it, but it's super, super tasty. It's made by a company called Island Bakery, who are based in the Isle of Mull. It's headed up by Dawn Reed and a wonderful team of really passionate bakers. And actually it was one member of the team who came up with the recipe for these because she suffered from a load of different allergies, so wanted to come up with a recipe that she could enjoy herself. And this is the result, and they're incredible. I can smell the peanut scents wafting up, so I'm just going to tuck in. These are really crisp, and I can see lots of big chunks of peanut. I'll go for a peanutty bit. These are really, really crunchy, and they did not stint on the peanut flavour. Really delicious, really rich and nicely salted. And as I say, the fact that there are chunks of peanut in just means that the texture is extra crunchy. You have the really light, crisp texture of the biscuit, and that's partnered with lovely crunchy chunks of peanut. Really gorgeous. So we're partnering these peanut butter cookies with a really chocolatey, nutty Brazilian coffee. So just pour the water in the cafetiere. The great thing about Brazilian coffee, or this one, is that it's made from 100% Arabica beans. So it's really lovely and smooth and silky. So just pouring the coffee. It's been percolating for about 5 minutes. So it'll be really nice and rich with a deep flavour. Bit of milk. And I think this would be such a delicious pairing for a really cosy, cosy day. Rain lashing at the windows, huddled up in a blanket. Absolute bliss. Now it's time to dunk. So, see how this biscuit holds up, because it's a bit more crisp than the others. Let's give it 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a go. That holds up really well actually. The texture isn't compromised at all. Still got a lovely chew, lovely, lovely crunch. The peanut really comes through now, and I've just got a tiny hint of salt on my palate as well. The fact that the coffee is kind of nutty and chocolatey just pairs brilliantly with this buttery and peanutty biscuit. Absolute bliss. And there we have it. 3 of the most delicious hot drink and biscuit pairings starring winners from the Great British Food Awards 2024.